Hello my friends, welcome back to ThePCelitist. My name is Woodsie.
My name is Shepherd.
And today we're doing something a little different.
Something we've never done before.
It's called a casual cast.
Yes.
A cash cast.
Nice. Brilliant.
But we were just mulling around looking at videos, replays of us playing Starcraft, and we decided that we have to share this isn't about how good we are at Starcraft, because we're not that good.
No, this particular video is more about how bad this red player is. This is, as you can see, 2v2. This is during our placement matches that we've done recently.
This was our first placement match.
This was our very first placement match against two guys who would barely make it in Bronze League Heroes, regrettably. So what you're going to see is mostly Reaper action, and mostly two Reaper action.
Right.
In this
These two Reapers reap much.
Yes, indeed. So,
like right there, they didn't even get
didn't even get shot.
They didn't even get shot at.
So this is something we are experimenting with, and we will certainly want your feedback on as to if you find this enjoyable, because Woodsie and I will be playing a lot more StarCraft, a lot more 2-on-2, and we won't show you the last two placement matches we did.
We got our butts kicked.
We were man and woman handled.
You know, most channels that play StarCraft, or a lot of them, unless you're a pro StarCraft player, they usually have some cynical title like, I suck at StarCraft.
Yeah.
I think
mediocre StarCraft.
Yeah, mediocre StarCraft. So I think every time someone does this, they always have to have the caveat, we're not that good at StarCraft.
Yeah.
We're not that good.
Certainly.
But I don't want to title this like we suck at StarCraft, just because, I don't know, it seems kind of spent.
Yeah, I mean, why build a Twilight Council if you're not going to go for charge lots right away? That is my question, particularly if you have the money. Food locked, as you'll notice.
He's food locked.
This gentleman also food locked at 30, spending fairly well though. Got his command center. This is Woodsie up here doing what he does best.
I have way too much money.
Also food locked, way too much money, and you'll notice here as well, I have also food. Yeah, we were just really food locked in this game.
I was microing a lot though.
Yeah, you were.
That's not an excuse, but it's an explanation.
I wish I had shown this a little bit earlier, because I noticed in the lower left here that these little green dots were killing those units well before these Marines got there.
I did have the wherewithal to make sure I go for the mules.
Yes, indeed. Those are huge cash cows that you got to get rid of.
Yeah.
So he didn't follow you up there, and now with the addition of these little bad boys being able to heal themselves, 7 kills.
Oh, they glow green.
They do glow green. 5 kills, so 12 kills from that one unit. Meanwhile, we were just going full bio ball up here.
You got shields.
We do got shields.
You got shields. I don't think I got shields.
No, you rarely get shields. I do love some look at those visuals. I just love this game.
I just want to level up enough to get my special supply depot skin.
Yes, notice here another Nexus. Why build it if you're not going to do anything with it? Also, Pato here. Move! Move, 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 move. Reapers moving around. Yes, that is the ultimate sign of a noob face. And the reason I know that is because I used to do this all the time when I played Protoss.
Cannon block yourself.
Cannon block yourself, only use one pylon. And you'll see in just a moment what happens when you only use one pylon.
When I used to play StarCraft 1, as soon as I saw Forge, I would try to get nukes.
Yeah.
Because remember the big fields of cannons people would build?
Mm-hmm.
The noobery in StarCraft 1 was so much higher than noobs in StarCraft 2.
Notice the defensive measures being taken so you don't do that again.
Yeah.
Still got
those 2 Reapers.
Those 2 corporals. These, by the way, if you're a fan of Arrested Development, you'll understand why Woodsie now calls these hop-ons.
They do call them hop-ons.
Yes, so strategically placed there in the lower left-hand corner, I initially had planned on Woodsie starting the attack.
This was our plan.
This was our plan. Woodsie starting the attack down here with the Reapers. Once the forces were drawn away from this front line here, then I would come in and do what I do at the front. You'll notice, however, that I got a little jumpy, and then
I ran in alone.
Immediately regretted my decision. Notice that these units are not even moving. And what happens to this pylon? Cannon's now worthless. And we have a massacre. This is just delightful. Also, all the zealots running in a straight line. picked off one by one. Still have this cannon beating up that one poor marauder.
He's taking it like a champion,
He
though.
is, yes. And then notice these units also not doing a damn thing.
Because they were just Reaper defense.
Yes, exactly. So, as we go here... Oh yeah, you put in some zealots. They go. Another weakness of using just one pylon. Let's see what happens to it. And you can make no more units, thank you very much.
These guys were...
And you make no more
Remember
charge
when there
lots,
was a
thank you
league
very
below
much.
bronze?
Was it shale?
It was copper.
Copper, yes.
And I guess there were so few people in copper, they just mixed bronze and copper together.
Yes, by the way, notice that these units up here at the top hadn't moved in about 10 seconds, though I had been in their base for 2 minutes by this point.
Woo, I love the explosions.
Yes, bodies exploding everywhere. New units. Let's see what Woodsie's doing.
I'm killing a Nexus.
Why? This base is dead.
I know.
Absolutely
How much
dead.
money do I have right now? It's probably just horrible. Oh my
Ooh,
god.
that is a lot of money. At least you're not food locked. Notice here that he does a good job. Pato does try and build up some gateways. This was a base we didn't
I didn't even
about
know this happened.
because we didn't do proper scouting. He still has a decent amount of money for rebuilding after just dropping, what, $600? 600 minerals on all of those?
We need to do better scouting.
Yes, we do. We need to do so many things better because this was just kind of shoddy.
This was a gimme.
Yeah, I mean, we knew we were going to win this game, but I think we kind of assumed that this was all we were going to see. And then, I mean, we didn't pay the price for it later. Also notice, I have a good amount of money. We weren't really... Oh.
I wasn't even like doing anything anymore because we won the game.
Yeah, you can see I barely even had to expand here.
My
yes,
my
this is one of my
confidence
favorite
was
parts.
just over the top at this moment.
As
so
it should be.
I didn't feel I had to try anymore.
Get there, orbital command. Oh, now you're doomed. You're in the red. Not going to last long. Bye-bye. Pieces of command center everywhere. Let's see how many kills random people have. No? No good?
Zero.
Yes.
Zero.
Yeah, so at this point, pretty standard. We think the game's over. Kill that pylon. Someone kill that pylon. What are you people doing?
You know there's a button that you can press that gets all your units together? I think it's F2 now.
Yes.
It just selects
the
all your
army
military
button.
units.
Yeah, the army button.
Army button.
I was raised by army. Trained by army. So,
That's a victory.
this bio ball build that we use here,
Yes.
still a fan of it in Heart of the Swarm? As effective as it
Yes.
was in Wings of Liberty?
It's still effective, especially once you get medevacs involved.
Oh my.
When did he not quit? I thought Did we have to hunt this down?
We did.
And there was DTs? I don't remember this part
Oh,
of
you
the
don't
game.
You don't? Well, you're going to see what happens.
I don't remember this at all.
You don't remember me massing up everything I have over here?
Oh, vaguely.
Yeah, this was me like saying, okay, well...
Ooh, that's a huge mass, too. That's a big army. Whew! Okay.
It's getting bigger.
A little bigger.
It's still not very impressive. I didn't even go for upgrades at this point.
This is my army, completely out of position.
There. Fear my wrath.
What was I doing in
Look,
this game?
I just... food capped again. Yeah, I think we were... You didn't see the Dark Shrine?
I completely forgot about this whole, like, secondary base you put here.
Yeah, and we were really stupid once we realized he had it. Because look how much friggin'... I'm telling you, man, you may not have space to do it. You have that much money, I am filling this with gateways.
If you can manage never getting food locked, it's amazing how well you do at this game.
That's true. That is true.
And macroing correct. I mean, I think for people who are newer and like less experienced, like just macroing correctly is like the biggest thing you can do.
Yeah.
Microing is not.
That scan was beautifully timed, my friend.
Is that my scan?
Yes. Pretty sure it was yours.
I'm gonna take credit for it.
Yeah, you should.
More TTs.
Notice that this is all you, by the way. My massive
There.
army up here at the top. And again, this is by no means us trying to claim that we are very good at StarCraft. Clearly, we didn't build beyond what we thought we needed, which is why you only see... There we go.
This wasn't a challenge by any means.
No, it was not. That's why we did the minimum necessary to win once the game was in hand. Once you saw that your Reapers were not touched inside the first 15 seconds of their infiltration,
We knew we had it.
You knew you had it.
Yeah.
So we invite you to provide your very honest feedback about what you think of these videos. Keep in mind, this is our first of this kind. It will get better, though I can't imagine how, because this is probably the best StarCraft footage any of you have ever seen.
It would be the best if we nuked this army in screen right now.
That would be true.
Which we often do.
Yes.
Nuke our own.
So let us know what you think. We will be playing a lot more StarCraft, so the footage will be there.
Right.
And we look forward to...
doing something with it.
Yes.
My name is Woodsie.
My name is Shepherd. This is the ThePCelitist signing out.